Am I audible to you? Yes, okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good morning to all. Um, Today we are going to see the software testing lab recording. Just I give some general instructions to the lab. So, and also we have to start the overview of the testing. And um, just a minute. Um, my screen is visible. I think it's visible, right? First thing, what is software testing? For our syllabus, we are having some list of experiment. The first experiment we have to suggest a list of experiment is implement all the techniques of black box testing and white box testing, taking your mini project as the context system. What they are said, we have to taking your mini project as we done in your previous uh, semester that but we do not complete that project, right? So we have to take this experiment at end. See your syllabus, they are having given the just a minute, let me show my screen to you. Yeah, this is your first experiment. um, Implement all the techniques of black box testing, white box testing, and taking your mini project as your contact system. We have to we have to checking your code by part of your based on your mini project, but we didn't complete the mini project, right? So we have to start from some basics. So this is your first experiment. We have to do this experiment at your end of the lab, because we when you are having project, we have to start from this, but we don't have any mini project now. So let me see this one at end of your lab. So first we have to start another basic program, then we go for your next experiments. These are all your, the next experiment is experiment number 2 is, there will be a simple programs given to your lab experiment. This is the mainly we are going to concentrate on only the thing what we are going to do in the testing. And then we have to take a basic programs. They are giving based on that only write a program to find the roots of quadratic equation and perform the binary value analysis. In this part, what we are going to do here, um, this is your second experiment. Write a program to find the square root of a quadratic equation and perform the boundary value analysis. First thing we need to study about the boundary value analysis, and then we have to complete this coding, and we are going to implement what is boundary value analysis. That the thing we are going to check with the find the roots of quadratic equation. So we have to check this boundary value analysis for this program. So let me given some sample program to you. Then we have to identify how what is the testing and how we are going to test the programs. And let me tell me one thing. The program, we are going to use any tool, online tool or offline tool for this one. we are taking the simple programs. And one more thing, the testing is mainly done in your coding part, that is implementation part. We do not check any design, or we are not going to check any design or form or anything else here. So what they are suggested in your experiment, we are going to do that program, and we are going to analyze the testing in the particular programs. Listen, they are giving the list of programs or simple programs. It may be right in your C or C++ coding. Listen one thing, we are going to write the basic programs, then we have to check what is the boundary analysis applicable for this program, what is the concept we are going to check here. And one more thing, testing is nothing but software testing. Is You don't think that is the only we have to use the tool, and we are checking full whole project. Here we are going to check the implementation part, that is what are the code we are having, that thing we are going to check here. For example, we take a ATM system for your example. First, we have to identify the test cases in the program. First thing, or I will give some simple experiment to you. For example, we are going to find the in this class we have to see only simple program. Let me start the actual experiment in your next lab. I'm going to give some C program to you. Then in this part, what we are going to check. So for example, we take addition program. Listen, you don't mind these topics today. So first we have to give some simple example. First one, ATM system as an example. Let me take a ATM system. This is the one live example for you that I will given this one. The ATM system. When you are using the ATM system, we know there are n number of n kind of people used in the ATM system. For example, some people know about the how to use this system. Some people do not how to use the system. Some all of them having a ATM card right nowadays. Everybody everybody is using the ATM, but we have a different kinds of people. Some people are using the ATM card, but they only how to take money and how to enter the pin at the time. And some people are only know how technically they somewhat they know, but many of not how the system has been working within the particular system. But when they are the developer only know what are the test cases available. For example, we assign the system for enter the pin number. It have given some time. For example, when you enter your ATM code in your ATM machine, it gives some times to enter the pin. Once you enter the pin, it will be, for example, we take a 5 seconds. If you are not enter within the particular seconds, it will be what is the reaction of this particular system? So when you are enter ATM and you have to insert your code in the particular ATM, within they will be mentioned, it will be reject the card. If you are not giving the pin number, it will be eject. But that will be defined by the developer, but we may not know how many seconds there will be it will be waiting. Some part we are technically read some codings and all, so we know that it will be given some time. Then if not, we will enter again, right? So but they are uneducated people, how it they know how they will be taken, or so in this part we have to assume what are the test cases, what are the possible cases, the how system will react to your code. So in this condition where we have to implement, it will be, the code will be automatically rejected, right? So that coding, that the number of seconds, or it will be defined by the developer, but developer or the tester only know what is the time given by. But we have to take in some cases, take some test cases, that is we have the number of possibilities, we have to given some number of possibilities, right? Suppose one more example, when you are giving the wrong password, when you are enter the first time, when you are enter the wrong password, it will be code will be out, and one more time again you have to given the password wrongly, then it will be eject your code. Then third time, if the third time also you enter the wrong pin number, what will be happen here? Here, what will be happen here? Your code has been blocked. Yes, the code has been blocked, right? How the code has been blocked? Did you give any instruction to the ATM? No, automatically how it the system knows it will be locked. They will only it will be, the code will be defined by the developer. When you are enter 3 times wrong pin number, yeah, incorrectly, if the pin is not, but the system doesn't know, or some uneducated people doesn't know that. But who, those who are created the program, or those who created the application, they have implemented in that part in their code. When they are creating the application, they will be, they assume that these are all the conditions, these are all called, what is the test cases. And one more, yes, that is that, what are the possibilities when you are using your particular application, we may define n number of possibilities. Are you clear? So these possibilities are called test cases. These possibilities or test cases. For example, if you are not enter the within 3 seconds or 5 seconds, the code will be automatically rejected. At the same time, if your enter pin number is a wrong pin number, it is automatically incorrect, or it code may be blocked. So these are all the possibilities cases for when you are using that application. It might be, we have to these cases are defined by the developer. These logics are that we have given some possibilities, right? Maybe if you are not enter, you have to reject the code written by the developer, the code will be written by the developer. So and one more thing, we if you are not enter within the 5 seconds, automatically the code will be ejected. So these are all the possibilities cases. These cases are called test cases. These are all implemented in your code only, not in your design part. It will be implemented where these conditions are included in your code. That is the implementation part. There will be given these conditions. And one more simple example, let me explain to you. Listen, when you are add we are this is easy to you. When you're adding int, sorry, just a minute. When you're using C variables, using some data type, we have to check. Let me explain. C. So if you are adding in our program, and that is C equal to A plus B. So here, what is your input for this program? If you are given the operation, this one. So what is your input here? we have to given some number. That is, we have to given 10 plus 20. So what will be our output here? Output is what? That is, the output is 30. So it will be given correctly. Suppose I will enter the input for A and B instead of 10 and 10. This is A equal to, we have to 10, and B equal to, we have given the 20. Instead of these input, I was assigned A equal to 2. Yes, right? So B equal to, so this is the example we will take. What is the logic behind? We have to add A and B. The A and B, C, or the integer variable. Integer variable. Am I right? The data type is integer here. We are going to add the A and B. If you add A and B, and we have to store the value in C. So the C is output of C is what? C equal to 30. Am I right? But when you are adding these number, what is your expected result? What is your expected result? This will be here. Am I right? This is your expected result. This will be your expected result. Am I right? Yeah, that will, what will be given here? There will be a out of range error. Why the out of range error coming here? Error because the data type value must be in integer, because we have a limitation for storing the integer value. It will be the memory by sorry, the number of byte will be increased, then we cannot store the particular number in your integer data type. Yes, that there is some data type limits. We have a limits for each and every data type. Am I right? So that is the thing. But what is this is the expected result. But we have to receive some other result. Maybe when you are working this one, we get some other result. Surely this result we didn't get. Am I right? So that is the thing. Instead of the logic is correct here, the logic is correct, but when you are giving the input of the particular data type, it is the wrong one. We cannot given this much number. That is the too many bytes, or for this number it will be the memory space will cannot allocate for this. So automatically we are what is the error will be here? We get the some other result. We will get the, sorry for the disturbance. Just a minute. Sorry for the interruption. Just a minute. Yeah, listen. When the logic is correct, we are giving a correct logic only. The operation is perfectly correct here. But unexpectedly, what we are doing here, we are giving some limit. We need to follow some limit here. Are you clear? So, but in the data type, out of range error will be coming to us, right? Just a minute. Yeah. Listen, student. Here the expected result is this one, but we may get some other result. Yeah, not sure. We didn't get this result, but we have got some result, but instead of this, some other error result. So this is the possibility test cases for you. So this here we are the logic is correct, but the input is wrong. So in this case, this is one simple example for testing your code. So testing is nothing but we have to test the code part, testing the code parts. That is the coding part. We have to test your coding part. So in the particular system, we have following the manual testing and automation tool or any automated tools we are have to using. So here in our syllabus they are giving these like these simple programs. We are going to write the code. I think runtime error. Yes, shall we write the code for this one? And just let me show this one, and to you wait for 2 minutes. Let me open the C++. Let me check this one. Just we have to find the error of the particular input. So we are going to check that one here. Will seventh semester lectures will be uploaded on? Yes, I didn't upload it. We will check that one. I will inform you. I didn't get the YouTube link yet. After that, I will inform you. After adding that one, I will inform you. Usually we got the output for this one regularly. So for when you are entering the number of input is out of range, then listen, the sum of A and B is some minus value. The minus 10,468. So this is your output here. But when you are giving the program, it will be your when you are writing the code, the logic is correct. The logic is correct, but didn't show any error. But instead of the error, it will be given some value to us, right? So for example, listen. So in this case, the sum of A and B is minus 10468. This is the one of the test cases. When you are using the out of range, that is the data type may have some limitation for each and every data type, having some limitation for for the storage of the particular values. Am I right? Each and every data type have some limitation for storing this value. So in this case, this is the one case, that is, this is called test case. When you are enter the out of range of values here, are the over limit of the storage, so it will be given some unexpected result. We need to we need to get the expected result that we did not give to your user. This is called some defect. This is called some defect. These the things are we are checking. Here the logic is correct. Here when you are adding the two numbers, this is the correct only. But when you each and every time we cannot write the code for all the conditions. So when you are creating that program, that is application, we have to given all the possibilities of error. We are giving the code for all the, for example, when you are enter, we are using just a minute, how to say that one, exception handling. Did you already studied exception handling? Have right? When what is the exception handling? We have to given some possibility of error. Instead of displays the error message, we have to give some message in the coding part itself. Have you remember that one? If instead of the error showing, so we have to find that error, instruction to what in case of error, instruction the program what to in case of error, right? We have to given some error if instructing, let me given some instruction. If the error, if error is come like this, we need to print that this statement. That will be happening in your in our applications. When during developing of the application, we need to check all possibilities, that is the instruction, all possibilities of the error. We have to in case of error, we have to given this. For when you are enter 3 times of wrong pin code, so it will be automatically the your code has been blocked, your code has been blocked. So when you are not entering within the time, when you are not entering your pin within given time, it will be automatically eject your code. These the instructions we are giving in your coding part. So what are the possibilities? These each and every time, what are the instruction we are giving? Instead of the particular error, we have to do something. We are not stopping your system. If you are using the ATM, once you are not, your code is blocked, you cannot use that. But it is not the defect of your system, right? But system is perfectly working. But what is the if you are it is the use of fault, that is the end user fault, because end user may not know how to use the system, and sometimes they are not aware at that much technically. So they will be that the thing we have to inform the end user. We are going to inform the end user by your test cases, by your test cases. Are you clear what is mean by testing? Testing is the, are you clear how can we testing? We are not going to test your design or other thing. First we have to, the testing is starts from your code. The testing is starts from your coding part. Mainly we need to focus the testing is in your implementation part. Implementation part, where the implementation starts, it will be starts from your writing the code for the particular program. Are you clear? So the testing part is done in your implementation part, mainly that is in your code. Are you clear, students? So here, this is the one of the test case for this program. In the same way, we are going to do other concepts. We are in your program, we have a list of 10 programs. We have to implement that code in either C or C++. We are going to implement the code for that is for example, the in your second experiment is, that is what is your second experiment? With they are, we are going to write a program to find the roots of quadratic equation and perform the boundary value analysis. We need to study what boundary value analysis, how the boundary value analysis testing has been implemented in a particular program. What are the cases we are going to do there in that part? So each and every program, the third program, for example, your in your list, we are having a third program that is. Let me share the screen of time. Sorry, syllabus. Just a minute. Is it visible? This is your suggested list of experiment. Just let me zoom in. Is this clear to all? The first one, implement the all the techniques of black box testing, white box testing, taking your mini project as your contact system. But we do not complete any mini project. And shall we do some mini project? So the first program, look at your second experiment. Write the program to find the roots of quadratic equation and perform the boundary value analysis. The third one is write a program to find the area of circle, square, triangle, and rectangle and perform the equivalence class testing. The fourth one is a program to perform the rise to the power b and perform the decision table. We already studied the what is boundary value analysis and what is the equivalence class testing and decision table in your software engineering paper itself. But I will be given the discussion about in the theory class or during the lab class. Just I given the overview of the decision table. Then we have to implement this program and how we are going to deciding the decision, how we are going to create the decision table here for this program. We are going to implement these concepts. And the fifth program is to compute the previous date and given present date as the input and perform the decision table testing. So these test we are going to done in your write the code in either C or C++. So C, everyone knows C and C++ already. We are going to discuss. I will just given the in the, concept to you, then you are only going to do this program. Let me explain what are the test cases or boundary value analysis, how we are going to perform the boundary value analysis. That the thing I will be explain you, but the coding part you are going, I will explain the concept of these roots of quadratic equation. But you are in final year, right? So you have to implement and you have to write the code for this. This is necessary. So if you are just take the overview of the C, that is easy for you. C, either C or C++, that is fine. So we have to write the coding for this. Let me explain the concept of these programs. During the labs, you are only going to write the program for this. Just and let me explain the what is the concept behind this. Let me explain the performance equation testing and boundary value analysis testing. So the concept wise, I will be explain what is root of equation. Then you are going to write the code for this. So these are our suggested experiment. So all the programs are very easy, but in this case, we are going to use your testing techniques. So, and one more last experiment is your case study about the testing tool. So, other than that, all others are simple programs. We are going to implement our testing concept with these programs. I think now you understand what is mean by testing. That is software testing. Have you got some idea about the testing? So testing is nothing but we are not given the requirements. We have to testing is nothing but we are going to check the implementation part mainly. Then the mainly the testing is to be done in your coding only. So each and every coding we have when you are design checking the conditions when you have ma'am, why don't we use the n number of condition for that? If you are using n number of conditions or n number of exception handling, it will be increase the length of coding and it will be create some duplication. When you are designing the application according to we have to create the a number of test cases. So what are the possibilities? We have to revert that one to end user if system only going to react, but the system can be used by any kind of people. So we according to we may design our projects. We may design our projects. So that's why when you need to deliver the proper system, that is proper application, so we need to test the implementation part carefully. So we will discuss this one in your next class itself. We have to start the experiment number 2. We have to start the experiment number 2. So then we will get some idea. I will let me explain the what are the concepts you are going to use in your lab programs. So let me explain that one, and you have to start the coding. Um, Yeah, that is absolutely correct. We have to test our code with all possible inputs and outputs and knowing what the reaction of the system. Yes, that is the correct one. So we have that is the testing. Are you clear? It will be maximum of the testing part will be done in your implementation part only. And also, one thing I want to inform you that is this lab for your syllabus, as per your syllabus, there will be given some simple programs only. So we have to follow that one, and we have to implement few test cases in that particular programs, and we have to take the few more examples in the testing lab. Okay, we will wind up this class. Can you all share your attendance? I think so. It is only TD1 students. So everyone share your enrollment number. All of only TT1 students, right? So share your number for the attendance. Thank you, students. Those who enter your enrollment number, you may leave now. Thank you all.